What do you want to talk about in the news? What's going on?
How about imperfect consoles?
Yeah, how about that? Hey, what if you buy a new one that costs $50 more and will slightly improve a bunch of things you didn't actually care about?
Rotate the Switch to face the front of the shelf. Make sure it looks nice and shiny. The new Nintendo Switch OLED has been announced. And let's be real here. They added an Ethernet port, thank fucking God.
Wait, I shouldn't clap for something that should have absolutely been there originally.
Thank fucking God.
That's a problem rectified. That's not a value add.
So, you got the OLED, you got the...
That is an upgrade.
You got the Ethernet.
Got a wider stand. Wider stand.
You got the 4K.
No.
Oh. You got the half-step generation better processor.
No.
Oh. You got the white and neon red, neon blue colors.
Yeah, the white looks good.
You got the white. You got the white.
I think it looks nice.
Oh. Yeah. So it is
slightly bigger. What do you call it? Internal storage.
Now here's the thing, right? This is the discussion here. I expected, based on the time frame that this release was happening in, which was Nintendo's been quiet on the hardware front for a minute since they put the damn thing out. I was actually expecting a new 3DS style major hardware improvement model kind of thing being released, where it's basically a newer, stronger system that supports all the old games, like that half step. And the half steps are ones that you I can easily ignore this because I don't actually play the Switch enough for me to really need this, and I always play it docked. The Ethernet is the only real thing here to bring to the equation, but otherwise I can completely ignore this. So by it not being an actual half step that makes it a better console with better storage or stronger or whatever, it's easier to ignore. So I kind of, on the one hand, don't even mind that it's just a minor switch up for extra money.
You're totally right. I think there's a couple of things about this that are super weird. There's one thing about it that I think is absolute complete bullshit, but I'll get to that later. It's really weird they're not discontinuing the old Switch. There's just this new one that costs $50 more. Usually, I would have expected, if it doesn't have any real hardware improvements other than the screen or something like that,
would replace
I would expect it to it would replace it, and then the old one would drop $50 instead of the opposite. That's kind of weird. It feels like a bad deal compared to every other Nintendo revision ever. And the thing that I think is actually complete bullshit is there is one feature that I cannot believe did not make it into a revision, and it was the ability to use Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, voice chat. Cell phone on the desk.
No, I just mean Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, okay. Connecting, listening. Yeah, okay.
It's crazy to me. Also, in the trailer, they show a guy playing Splatoon. This has nothing to do with OLED Switch, but they show a guy playing Splatoon with his pals, and he's not using the Nintendo solution for voice chat with his phone. He just has a four-way call on his phone that is sitting on his fucking desk on speakerphone.
Implication.
And that's how Nintendo wants you to play online, with fucking four-way calls on your goddamn phone with the speaker on.
I mean, look, it was either that
shit.
or a quick shot of a laptop next to him running Discord.
And he's got his headphone. He's got one ear in the headphone.
Yeah.
The other ear is pulled back so he can still hear the game.
No, or the 2 headphone mix, you know, where you wear one of each ear, you know.
Yeah, it's. Oh, they're shutting that feature down. That thing's going away.
So that's why the speakerphone was being used. And yup. Good shit. Good shit. Listen, Bluetooth connectivity would mean unauthorized peripherals connecting to your device. You know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. There it is.
A headphone is still just a wire going into a port. But this is an unauthorized connection. So it's ignorable. It's fine.
You're right. It's completely ignorable. It's very interesting to hear that people were clearly told that there was a new Switch coming out, and they were told literally nothing, and that's where all the editorializing got added, where it's like, oh, it's gonna have a new GPU and it's gonna have what. It's like, yeah, everybody who said all that just made it up. Just 100% made it up.
But now, moving forward, Smash players will have a reason to get extra angry at the people who have an Ethernet option but refuse to use one nonetheless. Now your righteous indignation is extra righteous because they have the choice while they disappoint you.
Oh well.
So. Or I expect some screenshots at tournaments to be used of an Ethernet cable plugged into nothing.
Yeah, that's good. See, look, it's wired.
Where's that wire going?
Into your ass, fucker. Stop asking me about it.
Yeah.
Like, I am relieved that's like there's literally as somebody plays the let me restart this. I play the Switch undocked approximately 0% of the time.
Correct.
This new revision of the Switch is $50 more, and to somebody who already owns a Switch, provides 0 value. Like, there's no change.
Like, if there was 4K, right, I would have been like, well, at least docked. I can get a better looking visual out of the thing.
I literally just want to play Age of Calamity at, like,
it would have been
above 15 frames a second. That's literally all I want.
But, like, how do you really want... Do you really want something running in 4K 30? Or like, yeah, sure. Or like 4K 20, 25 or 15 dude, whatever the fuck some of those games are.
I will play 720/30 right now. But like Age of Calamity is hilarious.
Jump Force 4K 20 FPS.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a weird. Anyways, yeah, so that's what you're getting. But I mean, hey, like I said, anyone who hasn't gotten a Switch at this point, you're getting an Ethernet cable out of the damn thing. You're getting that. So go ahead. Now, all that's nice. But more than this new hardware rollout, they also rolled out software with some improvements. For example, before, when a patch would come through on your games and your console was full, you would be forced to delete your other games in order to make room for the patch of the existing game that's already stored. Which sucks, because you're like, well, it's not my fault that the game got bigger while I had everything neatly stored in here, but now I have to get rid of shit to deal with that. So they patched it so that now you can fix that. by deleting the same game that it's updating, it'll eat into its own space by deleting that game's temporary data, or rather, temporarily deleting that game's data and then replacing it with the patched version. So essentially, it doesn't need to create more space, and you don't have to go in and delete extra shit, which is nice when you don't have a whole lot of space, which, you know, I feel like I'm always running up against the limit.
Again, this is like, this is a fix, not a ad. This is how it should have worked at the beginning.
And once, of course, you get this update and sign up for it, you will be automatically quietly opted in to Google ad stats for the eShop in your online account.
Right now?
Google Analytics are going to be opted in, nice and quiet. So, you know. What you want to do?
Is that the last update?
Yeah, that's correct. So what you want to do is...
oh my god!
Oh, easy, careful.
I hit the wrong button.
You want to go to the eShop, go to your profile, go to your account info. At the bottom of the page, click Google Analytics Preferences, and then click Change, and then select Don't Share, so that you are not automatically opted in to the Google Analytics that are that were not existing prior to this update. Unless you want to, which is fine.